and welcome to Liberated Lotus. It's finally the day, July 22nd, and my store and new website is finally opening. I'm so excited to share all the new stuff with you guys because I have been grinding so hard since January 20th to get this new stuff out to you all and ensure that it was 10 times better than before. And I think that I really hit the nail on the head, and I'm excited to see what you guys think and hear feedback for what I can do better for the next collection. So in this quick video, I just wanted to take a few minutes and talk about the different sayings that are on the products and what they mean to me, and then also what's unique about my store. I'm really excited about this collection because I poured my highest intentions and creativity into the work that I put on these products because with the Liberated Lotus shop, my goal is not to make money. I mean, money is nice because it helps pay the bills, the tuition, and helps my mom out with all the expenses, but my biggest goal with the store is to empower, uplift, and inspire people through products that they can use and wear in their everyday lives to remind them to stand in their power and to consciously cultivate the lives that they want for themselves. And so I think I kind of nailed it with the products that I made, and I hope that you guys think so too. Feedback will be very important for the next round of products that I produce for the fall. So when you go and look at the shop, please leave me some feedback, whether that's on the website, in my email, my DMs, literally anywhere. I'll get to it because feedback is important for growth, and whether it's positive or negative, I'll take it and use it to fuel my growth for the future. So first, my store is set up as a gender neutral, all-inclusive store. Well, I tried to be. I'm a woman and I don't have all the perspective that I need to set up that kind of store. So I tried to aim as high as I could and created products that I think would appeal to both the masculine and the feminine, and that are unisex so people can style and wear them the way that they want. Because I never want to make someone feel like they can't come to my platform or come to my store and find something that not only appeals to them and speaks to them, but something that can fit their personality and their body type, their gender identity and expression, their sexuality, and that expression of that. So all of the apparel that is on my website is in unisex styles. Unless I get feedback saying that people would rather me do male-female products and just include all the designs on both, that's how I'm gonna do it. But I do really like crop tops and cropped things, so I'm always gonna have products that are in that style, which may only go up to women's sizes, but they do go up to 2X if you don't identify as a woman but you still like that design. Go for it, rock that. Like, yes, please. I would love to see some guys rocking my crop tops or cutting up some t-shirts and making their own. Make it yours. Like, I made the shirts white and simple so that you could do what you wanted with your shirts. Like I said, I just wanted to deliver the message and the designs. You can create whatever you like with your purchase, but if not, they're fine the way they are. Those people that do want to get a little creative with their t-shirts, send me some pictures and tell me why you did it, and I'll post you on the account. I really want this to be a community where people are coming together and sharing our creations with each other. And so in addition to just posting about the store, I also want to include other people's photos and artwork and stories because those matter too. I'm just trying to get the messages out there. It's not about me, it's about all of us. So submit some of those if you would like to be featured on the page, and you will. So for this collection, there are 23 products, 6 of which are part of the Midsummer Manifestation collection, and those are the ones that are limited edition. Those designs are, you can be a hot girl and a healing girl, growing and glowing, throw shine not shade, empowered women empower women, we have nothing to lose but our chains, and you was granted everything inside this planet, anything you imagine you possess. So those are the ones that will run through Labor Day, and then I will have a new set of 6 products to send out for you all to see those. But the other items will be on the website indefinitely. They are the staple products for my brand and the pieces that mean the most to me. So it's pretty obvious. The first couple designs are the logo. I have the logo in two variations because not everybody likes a big flower on the middle of their chest. And so, I made another one that was a little simpler, a little toned down, but that would still represent, the Liberated Lotus. Bloom Where You Were Planted. I've talked about this so much, but Bloom Where You Were Planted is about taking whatever you have with wherever you are and using that to fuel your passions and purpose and turning that into happiness, health, healing, and success. It's about being resilient. It's about the lotus flower and how they bloom from the depths of mud and return to that mud every night and are reborn again the next day. So Bloom Where You Were Planted, resilience, that grit and willfulness, thrive no matter what conditions you may have originated in, but to always bloom into something bigger and more beautiful than what you started as. Happy looks good on me. I heard that somewhere and I just started saying it because happy does look good on me. It looks good on all of us. Happiness is really the best thing that we can wear. When you're happy and thriving, it literally just you're a magnet for more of that. You exude a certain energy that just attracts and draws people. It attracts and draws good things. You are who you've been looking for. So this saying means so much to me because I used to always think that there was somebody or something that would fix me or change me or make me want to do the things that I needed to do to get where I needed to be. But the moment I realized that I was the only one that could get me to where I needed to be, could do what I needed to do, it changed my entire perspective of how much power I have. I stopped looking for somebody or something to complete me, and I completed myself. We like to think that there is the perfect somebody that's going to come along and fix us and make us whole and healed and happy, or something that we can buy to make us feel that way. But the only thing that can give you the happiness, the healing, the health, success, whatever it is that you want, is you. You are who you've been looking for. There is nobody else. It's all you. Just look in the mirror. That's where the person you've been looking for has been hiding. Elevate your mind, elevate your vibes, elevate your life. This one is one of my favorite ones. I mean, they're all my favorite because I created them, but this one is one of my big favorites because everything that we are, everything that we become, everything that we experience begins first in our minds. We do not understand how much power we hold in these heads of ours, in our brains, in our souls, and our minds are the catalyst for everything in our lives, because when we're thinking certain thoughts, we are attracting those more of that same energy to ourselves. And so that's why it's elevate your mind, elevate your vibes, elevate your life, because when you elevate your mind and you're thinking good thoughts and having good intentions and loving yourself and loving others, you are vibrating at an elevated frequency. And when you are vibrating at an elevated frequency, you're going to attract more of what you have been putting out into your life, and then your life will become elevated and you will start to manifest all the things that you want for yourself and for those around you. And it all starts with our minds, with our thoughts, with the way that we're talking to ourselves and talking to others. It starts with taking our healing into our hands, as I was saying earlier, and just really taking the responsibility and the accountability to elevate ourselves. So that's what that means. Peace lives in the present. If it's the one thing that I want you to take away from anything that I can teach or say, it's that the present holds everything that we want. Everything that we need is right here, right now. And it just takes opening our eyes and our hearts and our minds to seeing what is right in front of us and realizing that the peace, the love, the happiness, The healing that we're looking for is right here, right now. The present is the only moment that we ever really have. The future isn't promised, and the past is gone. 2 minutes ago, when I was just talking about elevate your mind, elevate your vibes, elevate your life, was gone, and it's never coming back. The only thing that we have is right now. And so that's why peace lives in the present. This one is one of my favorite ones also. They're all my favorites, but beautiful, brilliant, and brown. I was sitting here one day, and I like words, and when they like line up, and so I was like, I'm brown, and I'm brilliant, and I'm beautiful, and I was like, wait, beautiful, brilliant, brown, and then it just kind of hit me. And I really hope that other people will enjoy this one too, because so often Black women are overlooked and for our beauty, for our brilliance, and only stand out because we are brown. But no, we are beautiful, brilliant, and brown. Our skin color does not take away from the fact that we are extraordinary people, extraordinary women who can do anything that we set our minds to. It is rare that I am told that I am beautiful and that I am brilliant by people other than my family. And I just want all the Black women and brown women out there to know that you are beautiful and you are brilliant and you are brown. Our brownness does not make us any less of those two things. I think it just makes us even better because we have the resilience and the grit to go after what we want in spite of all that we have to face in our societies. And so yeah, I really wanted to make sure that Black and brown women who visit my website have something for them that empowers and uplifts them in a more unique way than what the other designs may, because I really believe that knowing and really knowing, like deeply in our souls, that we are beautiful and brilliant and brown is so important to our growth. Because it wasn't until I realized that my brownness only enhances my beauty and brilliance that I really began to expand on that and be confident in that and love myself to the fullest extent that I wanted to. So yeah, be beautiful, be brilliant, and be brown. There is magic in our melanin. We have so much history and richness and resilience to be proud of within our heritage as melanated people. We have overcome so much as, like, no matter what POC group you belong to, but all of us have struggled in one way, shape, or form as a group, as a marginalized groups. And so I just wanted everyone out there with some melanin in their skin to know that we are magical and we have the power to do and be whatever we want, despite what our white counterparts might think or say to sway us from chasing our dreams and living in our purpose. We have every right to do so, and we have the magic to make them shut up and watch us shine. So do that. Use your magic and your melanin and change the world. Mantras manifesting in melanin. When I was looking for apparel, before I even decided for a store that spoke to me spiritually, because I am a spiritual person, I couldn't find anything that really appealed to me as a Black woman in addition to being a spiritual person. It's spirituality, and the content that we see a lot these days is created for non-people of color. And so I wanted to create a design that spoke to the spirituality of melanated people, because we like our mantras and our manifesting too. We like to meditate and we like to heal and be healed. Healing is not an only white thing. Spirituality is not an only white thing. And once we start to realize that and really to do our own research and our own exploration, it'll be a lot more clear for people who believe that, being happy and healthy and healed is only for white people, and that's the biggest problem with why we aren't. We have to start taking our health and healing and happiness into our hands and using our mantras and manifesting and melanin to do it. You can be a hot girl and a healing girl. This is one of my favorite sayings because I'm a hot girl at heart. I love Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, Beyonce, Nicki Minaj, Kalani. There's so many others out there, but I'm a hot girl at heart, bad bitch. And that's what that really means. But I'm also a healing girl, a spiritual girl, happy girl. And so I created this shirt because we can be both. So often we see people and we like to label them as one thing or the other, but we're all multifaceted beings, and I'm a multifaceted bad bitch. And so are you. Glowing and glowing. That means that, you know, you're thriving, you're growing emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, and you are glowing because of that growth. It's really simple, that one. Throw shine, not shade. This is a story. So when I was in high school, I was a diversity and social justice practitioner, and we would do events surrounding diversity, social justice, and equity at the school. And we had norms for dialogue, which were rules for how we would behave during conversations and deep talks and stuff like that. And so one of the little things that I came up with in, I think I was a sophomore or something like that, was throw shine, not shade. And ever since, like, that's just been one of my favorite things to say, because why throw shade when you can throw shine and make somebody feel good, feel happy and confident and uplifted? So when you have the choice, always choose to throw shine and not shade. Empowered women empower women. I feel like that one is pretty self-explanatory. But this is one of my designs that I wanted to do to use to honor women and my identity as a woman, because there is so much power in empowering and uplifting each other. We are all in this together, not just women, men too, but women, we're a little different, you know what I mean? So we have the responsibility to care and love and support one another, wherever and whenever we can. And so yeah, empowered women empower women. We have nothing to lose but our chains. This quote by Assata Shakur has been one of my favorite for a very long time, since I was in high school being a diversity and social justice practitioner, and it has always resonated with me because there's so much power behind the words and the message that she was sending through that poem. It is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to win. We must love each other and support each other. We have nothing to lose but our chains. Like, doesn't that just make you just want to start a revolution? It makes me want to. I mean, we have every reason to. And so that's what I was gearing towards with this shirt. To empower people to stand together and to be the change that we need, because we have nothing to lose but our chains at this point. 2020 has shown us that. Next, Liberated. I mean, Liberated is in the name of my business and brand, so I wanted to just have a statement piece that, encompassed what that meant, but that also had a more masculine hint to it, because so much of my designs are geared towards the femme. So, Liberated. Yeah. It's only fear, false evidence appearing real. This one is so important because when I first heard this saying, I forgot where exactly I heard it, but I was like, wow, all this time I'm giving all, like, my fear, my anxiety, all the power and control over what I do and how I live my life. And all this time, it's just been false evidence appearing real. Every fear that we have that hasn't been confirmed by physical evidence is just false evidence appearing real. It is rare that we are fearing about something that is actually imminent. Most of our fears are in the future or from the past. And so when we realize that it's just false evidence appearing real, like what we're actually worried about hasn't happened yet or won't happen, that gives us so much power and clarity and confidence back to release that tension and anxiety and have faith in what we can't yet see and what we don't yet know. So remember, when the next time you're scared or anxious, it's only false evidence appearing real. Last but not least, you was granted everything inside this planet. Anything you imagine, you possess. And that's by Kendrick Lamar. One of my close friends, he showed me a song and that line was in it, and I was like, whoa, Kendrick dropped that line? Like, that was some deep shit. And so as soon as I heard that line, I was like, t-shirt, hoodie, because to hear such a big, bold public figure, a black man, say something like that, and he says a lot of stuff like that in his music, is just so powerful. And so I wanted to include something not only by a strong black female figure, but also a strong black male figure, and have some words from those wise people on some products in my store, because they are very powerful and they hold a lot of weight for a lot of people. So yeah, and I just really believe in that message. We were granted everything inside this planet. Anything you imagine, you possess. And like, that coincides with what you've been looking for, because, you know, anything that we're looking for is already inside of ourselves, just waiting, screaming to get out. So let it out. Stop holding back. Be you. Be your best self. My cheesy head ass. And then the other two were for mugs, you know, rise and shine. You know, people always say rise and grind or rise and shine in like the sun, but I mean rise and shine, like, girl, go get your life. Go get your happiness. Last but not least, it is a beautiful day to be my best self. Every day is a beautiful day to be your best self. So yeah, I hope you enjoy getting to shop around, and I look forward to hearing your feedback and what you have to say about how you enjoy what I've created, and then also about what I can do to improve. So please subscribe to the blog, enjoy the products, and bloom where you're planted.